This fight, guys, it's going to be a bloodbath, dude. It's going to be a bloodbath.
I hope so, man. I want to see them both go at it.
Yeah,
you know, like,
yeah. I could see this fight being one of those Mike Perry's just getting hit, and you're like, how is he taking these punches? And he's just walking forward, you know, and he's not just walking forward and getting hit, but swinging,
down.
Yeah, like swinging back. Hey guys, welcome to another video. We got some good stuff for you today. As you guys have probably seen, Jake Paul, Mike Perry fight this Saturday, July 20th. The main card starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tickets are, pretty much sold out already. It's going to be a packed house, big event. They've done the open workouts. They've done the face-to-face. They're dropping these episodes every day where they're showing all the camps and stuff, like kind of inside view of it. What else they got? But they did the press conference today. So we're just going to talk about all of those things that happened and give our predictions of what we think is going to happen in the fight, what round we think is going to end in, who we think is going to win, and all of that. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to be bringing to you guys today. Like this video, guys. Comment who you think is going to win. And, yeah, let's get into it. So, first of all, they started off, they started this episode series thing where they're kind of showing the camps and that kind of thing. Watching the first one, I was watching it and I said, Jake's got a cold. Because he was talking, he was nasally. He was kept doing that, blowing through his nose. So I was like, this dude's got a cold. But he was still performing well. I was like, hopefully he doesn't get even sicker as the days go on. Because people fight with colds all the time. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But, it's definitely not ideal to be sick while you're in camp. So, episode 2 came out, which showed the open workouts. Now, if you guys watched the open workout, they didn't do too much.
I was just about to say there's not much to talk about.
Yeah, they just kind of came out.
Mike Perry hit a W deodorant.
He punched a W mascot in the stomach and dropped him with a body shot. But, I mean...
that's really it.
Yeah, that's really it.
They're both looking sharp, I think.
Yeah, Mike Perry is doing Mike Perry things. We're going to get into that a little bit later, what I mean by that. But... yeah, they both just Jake did some jump rope, hit the pads for a couple minutes, and signed some T-shirts and stuff like. It wasn't much to talk about. One thing that did happen, Mike Perry cut one of the best promos ever during that open workout at the end of it, where he's getting all. I'll throw the clip in here.
Where does this rank as far as big fights in your career?
Look at that shit.
You ain't
I worked so hard. I worked so hard for this. This is. It's not just another day in the office for me. I thrive off of this. I thrive off the pressure. I live for this. I've been getting paid millions of bucks fighting people. I've been doing this a long time, so this money fight ain't nothing new to me. I'm hungrier than ever. I need 20 million. I ain't got enough yet. I got to check that off my box list and get my mansion and get my yacht and get my family on the boat every day. And you ain't taking that from me, bro. I'm so hungry.
As you saw there, he got really emotional, really got fired up and was like, this is my moment. You're not going to take this from me. I've been working all these years to get here. I deserve this. And, this is his time to shine. And so he thinks this is his coming out party. This is his first time headlining a big event like this. Usually he's lower on the card. When he was in the UFC, he wasn't main event. He's been main event at some of the BKFC, but I think the capacity for those events is 4,000 to 5,000. Yeah, this is going to be 14,000, 15,000 people.
He's very excited. You can tell.
Yeah, he's amped up.
Very amped up. He's saying thank you, Jake Paul. I get to show him my abilities and all this to the world.
Yeah, and I mean, who wouldn't be? He has been fighting for this opportunity for a long time. He didn't have the normal career of he kind of got started a little bit later. He wasn't the most complete MMA fighter. He was more of a puncher. So, when it came to grappling, he wasn't the best at it. He had a little run, but then he started to lose and the UFC cut him. And then he went over to the BKFC where he started just doing his thing. And that sport, he did amazing in it. Knocked Luke Rockhold's teeth out. Beat up Michael Venom Page. Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah.
Really did his thing over there. And now he gets this opportunity because, as we know, Jake Paul is supposed to fight Mike Tyson this weekend. in Dallas, and that was going to sell out 80,000 people. That fight got postponed.
Ever.
Yeah, that fight was going to be huge. Probably the biggest boxing event, and it's still going to happen November, later on in November. But that was going to be the biggest event in boxing history. I think it still will be, but that got postponed. Mike got his
December, yeah.
Yeah, November, but he got his ulcer or whatever, so they postponed that. So he had to pick an opponent. Mike Perry was ready. Said he had already been training, and so they run it. So I mean,
this is awesome. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a great fight.
I do too, man. Whether we'll get into it in a minute, but whether we think Mike Perry is the most technical fighter, he's definitely not. He's not necessarily a boxer per se. He's more of a brawler. But one thing we can say is he's tough. I think we would say he is.
He can take some
hits. He's probably the tougher out of the two. He's been with bare knuckle. You're getting hit. You're getting hit from all kind of angles, and man, for him to take that and he knocking people's teeth out. He's tough. He can take a punch.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be a bloodbath, dude. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
I hope so, man. I want to see them both go at it.
Yeah, I could see this fight being one of those. Mike Perry's just getting hit, and we're like, how is he taking these punches? And he's just walking forward, and he's not just walking forward and getting hit, but swinging.
Down.
Yeah, like swinging back. Yeah.
Also landing punches.
I can see this fight, and I'm giving away a little bit of what I think's gonna happen. Which let's just get into that. How do you see this fight going? What do you think?
Do you think Jake can take solid hits? Because we've seen Nate Diaz.
He's not
a hard hitter.
Yeah. Ben Askren, not a puncher.
Yeah, not a puncher.
Nate Robinson shouldn't even have been in there.
A basketball player, you know. He did fight
Anderson Silva, but he
did fight
Anderson Silva was
Tommy Fury.
But Tommy Fury's not a puncher either.
Not a hard puncher.
He's technical.
But Mike Perry, very hard puncher.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he can take that.
What about Anderson Silva?
He's older.
Yeah, he was older.
Slower.
Now here's somebody who hit him pretty good, and that's Tyron Woodley. Remember in that first fight, he rocked Jake and had him up against the ropes.
I did see that.
Jake recovered from that well. And then the second fight, Woodley elbowed him, and he got a cut. And he started bleeding. So I think we have seen Jake can take some damage, but maybe not consistent damage.
We haven't seen somebody like Mike Perry.
No.
Go in.
Which is why this fight's so interesting. Because,
I'm excited.
Hopefully we get a good fight.
Because I really don't know. Before you could be like, Jake, This one, you really don't know. I mean, that's what I think.
So what's your prediction?
I don't know. I don't even know if I have one, to be honest.
You got to give us something. I'll let you think about it, and I'll give mine. So I see this going two ways.
Jake saying second round knockout.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
But see, I can see it. I think either Jake stops him early, or Jake, there's a stoppage later. Maybe like Mike gets getting, has a cut or something, and they have to stop it. Maybe 7th round, something like that.
You're going for Jake.
Well, it's not
you think he's gonna win?
I think he's gonna win. I think
really.
I think the boxing, he's more experienced in boxing, and that's what they're doing. This is a boxing fight. This isn't a bare knuckle fight. This isn't an MMA fight. No. It's a boxing fight. And I think under the boxing rule set, Jake has more experience. So I think he'll be able to utilize his technical ability to pick apart Mike Perry. And I think he'll get him out of there. And I could see it. I can see it happening early because Jake has power as well. We saw what he did to Tyron Woodley.
I'm excited, guys. I can't wait. Hold on, what day is it?
It's Thursday right now. We just got done watching the press conference, so we only got 2 days. But yeah, I see Jake getting him out of there, and it could be early. If Mike Perry walks into something and Jake lands, it all depends on Mike Perry's chin and how much he can take. If Mike Perry can take Jake's power, then...
And I think he can.
We'll have to see.
I think he can. I think it's going to...
Tyron Woodley. My official prediction is going to be, I'm going to say Jake Paul. I'm going to say 5th round stoppage. I think Mike Perry will be able to take the early onslaught. I think he'll make it. He'll make it through the first few rounds. And I think 4th or 5th round, Jake will really start connected with some stuff. I say 4th or 5th round, Jake gets him out of there. That's my prediction.
I'm going to a decision.
Who you got?
Let's go Jake Paul decision.
Jake Paul decision? I got Jake Paul 4th, 5th round, knockout or stoppage. Let's talk about a little bit what we saw in the press conference before we get out of here. What did you think about that? We saw a lot of back and forth.
I think it was just a bunch of talking.
In the face-to-face, it was a lot of, we're being more friendly. There was a lot of jokes and pause moments in the face-to-face. We'll show some of the press conference too. But in the press conference, things got a little bit more heated. Mike Perry got a little bit more, looked like he got a little more frustrated. Some of the stuff Jake was saying was getting to him a little bit more.
They were both talking over each other and stuff. I think.
But that's hype. That builds the fight. I like it. That makes me more interested to watch when they're, it builds the tension.
Yeah, of course.
So I wouldn't say that they're just talking because
really they're just talking until the fight comes.
I know, but that stuff matters. There's a lot of mind games and stuff happening, and Jake plays these mind games, dude, where he'll be really nice and all. The person will be like, "Why is he like? If you don't say you love me, I'm leaving." And he'll play that whole route like he did with Perry, and he'll be the nice guy, and then he'll switch it and be this mean guy and start calling you names and cussing you out, and then it throws him off.
Yeah, it's definitely a mind game. Yeah, that's for sure. Why is that light on?
I don't know, but. Anyways, I think, it definitely got more heated, and I think that it's going to be a great fight. The weigh-in's tomorrow. Mike Perry's looking good at this weight. I thought he might be looking a little like you've seen Nate Diaz looked a little bit, bigger, more fluffy.
Nate Diaz always looks weird.
I know, but even more so, he had that look in that fight.
Perry looked shredded.
Tyron Woodley looked a little bit like he was, coming up more. You could see more, less definition. Mike Perry is defined, man. He looks like a brick house. He's carrying his weight very well. He looks good, dude. He's shredded. He's hard, like he was saying, dude. He is, and this is the best person I've seen carry their weight that high that has fought Jake.
They got something going on.
Nah, dude, they're just talking, and Jake is a troll, so he's trying to get his reaction, and Perry doesn't.
It's weird, honestly.
I think I've
never seen it like that.
I think it's hilarious, bro. I think the traditional press conferences are boring, dude. This is fun. This is entertaining.
It's funny,
and it sells. So I took off for it, and we're gonna. Oh, here's a big thing. We're gonna live stream this event. Tune in on Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna go live watching the fight. We're going to do a watch party. You guys join us in there. We're going to basically just watch the fight as it's going on, talk about it, and have a good time with you guys. So join us then. That's going to be a fun time. Anyways, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Who you got winning this fight, Jake Paul or Mike Perry, this Saturday. Join us for our watch party starting at 9 p.m. We're going to go live. And so, yeah, we'll see you guys then. Until then, always make sure you like,
comment,
and subscribe, guys. Peace out.